Hi, today is Monday, August 30th, and today I wanted to get caught up on a few things. So I wasn't able to get to my July Empties video, so this will actually be an empties video featuring everything that I used up during the months of July and August. And I also wanted to quickly go over my thoughts on the Glamorous You collection. I didn't have time to do a formal review of this collection, but I have had a chance to warm all of the bars, so I definitely wanted to let you know what I thought about these. So there are 5 bars in this collection, and I am just going to discuss them in order based on my preference. So on my first cold sniffs, my favorite was DAZZLE Darling, and Scentsy describes this as salted grapefruit, catches some rays besides sparkling coastal water and calming beach sage. And on cold, I really do like this scent. It has a very, very nice citrus note, and if I didn't know that it was grapefruit, I might actually think it was more of a lemon scent. But regardless, a very kind of sweet, crisp, refreshing citrus. Really, really nice. There's a little touch of an aquatic note, but not too much. And then I definitely pick up a lot of sage from this. And I think that's what makes this feel a little bit more on the cologne or perfumey side. To me, this actually kind of reminds me of a more feminine version of the NFL Gridiron Rush bar or of Jade and Jasmine, but it is really, really pretty. I warmed 2 cubes of this up in my bedroom, and I have to say that on the first day it was present, but I wish it was a lot stronger. I could really only smell this if I got pretty close to the warmer. When I got close to the warmer, it was a very nice kind of clean, refreshing, perfumey citrus scent, but it was just a little on the light side for me. And then by day 2, I could hardly smell this. So I did enjoy this one on cold. It just was not a very good performer for me. And then my second favorite on cold sniff was Keep It Sassy, and Scentsy describes this as playful sparkling lemon, brings out the sweet side of cherry blossom and sugarcane. So lemon, cherry blossom, and sugarcane. Definitely on cold sniff, I pick out a lot of that cherry blossom note, and I actually get more of the cherry fruit scent, but there is a very nice perfumey quality to this. So I'd say kind of a perfumey cherry. There is some brightness from the lemon, but it doesn't really smell like a cherry limeade or like something that you could drink. It definitely smells like a perfume. And then it is very sweet with the sugarcane. So I get a lot of kind of a sweet cherry blossom / cherry fruit scent with a little bit of brightness from the lemon. So I really did enjoy this one on cold sniff, and I have to say that this was fairly strong, especially when I put it in on the first day for the first 12 hours. I put 2 cubes of this up in my office, and it was almost so strong to the point where I had to turn my warmer off, just because that very sweet kind of cherry blossom cherry note was almost a little cloying in my opinion. As it started warming, a lot of that kind of bright lemon and then that really kind of bright cherry fruit note did die off a little bit. I think more of the cherry blossom floral came out, and it also started to smell a little bit powdery to me. And I don't know what it was. There was just something about it that smelled kind of like a cosmetic, so kind of like a scented foundation or a scented lipstick. I wasn't able to pinpoint exactly what it reminded me of, but it just smelled like it might be the scent of makeup to me. So it was a really good performer. I didn't love the powdery note that I got with this one on warm, but it was a really good performer, and I'd say if you like cherry blossom scents, that this one is definitely worth trying. All right, my third favorite on cold sniff was Born to Shine, and Scentsy describes this as nectarine and pear blossom boldly take center stage while Cashmere Musk offers a warm, enlivening encore. And just based on the scent description, I thought that this one might be my favorite, just because I really do tend to like the citrus scents, especially kind of the perfumey citrus scents. Hashtag Shine is one of my all-time favorite scents, so I was really hoping to like this one. On cold, I definitely pick up that nectarine note, but I think there's just something about the combination of the nectarine with the pear blossom that on cold is coming off kind of strange to my nose. When I first smelled this, it reminded me of something and I couldn't quite put my finger on it, and then it came to me that it actually kind of reminds me of baby food, and not necessarily in a bad way, but I think it just reminds me of kind of like a pureed nectarine baby food. So kind of interesting. The Cashmere Musk definitely does make it feel a little bit more perfumey. So does that pear blossom note. So I was a little nervous to warm this one, but I did warm it down here in the Scentsy room. So I had 2 cubes going. This is definitely a soft scent, but when it was warming, that kind of strange baby food note went away, and I was just left with a really pleasant kind of sweet, perfumey floral nectarine scent. When it was warming, this smelled like something I would really enjoy warming in my bathroom in the fall. So I think that's where I'm going to finish off the rest of this bar. That baby food note definitely went away when it was warming, but just kind of something funny on cold that my nose picks up. So definitely on the softer side. I think this one would definitely do better in a smaller space. And then my 4th favorite on cold sniff was With Grace, and Scentsy describes this as alluring gardenia blossoms and sweet pink peony dance delicately with hints of soft musk. And just based on that scent description, I was a little nervous to smell this one because it sounded like it would be a pretty heavy floral scent with the gardenia and peony. Gardenia is usually a little too powdery floral for my taste, and then peony is one of those that can be hit or miss. Sometimes I really like it, sometimes it actually does come off a little powdery to me. But when I first smelled this bar, it actually immediately reminded me of the scent Shut Eye from the Catching Z's collection. There's just something very similar about the sweet powdery note that's in this one. I definitely do pick up just a little bit more floral than I do in Shut Eye, but something very, very similar. And I have a little sample of Shut Eye that I saved, and smelling them side by side, they smell very, very similar to me. So if you've had a chance to smell these 2 bars, I would love to know your thoughts on that. Again, I think With Grace is just a little stronger in intensity and maybe a little bit more on the floral side, but they definitely share that same kind of powdery note. And I think that powdery note is coming from the soft musk in With Grace. So this actually was a pretty decent performer. I had this in our upstairs guest bedroom. I did warm 2 cubes of it there, and it did really well, especially for the first day. Into day 2, I could definitely still smell it. So I'd say it was a good performer. I think it was a better performer than Shut Eye, but I definitely do get a lot of kind of a very soft powdery musk from this scent. So I'd love to know your thoughts if you've smelled this, especially if you've had a chance to smell it next to Shut Eye. And then finally, my least favorite on cold sniff was Sweet But Fierce, and Scentsy describes this as soothing pink jasmine and sweet violet get bold with a burst of crystallized sugar. So I usually like jasmine based scents, but violet can be very, very hit or miss for me. Violet usually translates to my nose as very earthy and kind of like dirt-like. So with this, on the top, I do get kind of a soft, musky, powdery note. Definitely a little bit on the floral side. I do get that kind of bright jasmine note. But again, I'm picking up this kind of dirt-like or earth-like violet note that just doesn't sit well with my nose. On the bottom, it almost smells kind of rubbery to me. So this was definitely not my favorite on cold. I warmed 2 cubes of this down in our downstairs guest room, and I definitely enjoyed it a little bit more when it was warming. That really harsh kind of dirt or earth-like violet note calmed down just a little bit. I was able to pick up a little bit more of the kind of sweet, light jasmine scent, but that off note still didn't quite go away for me. So this was probably the softest performer on cold, and that was okay with me just because it wasn't my favorite. But I do get that kind of sweet, sugary note, a little bit of the jasmine. There is a musky powderiness to this, and then that very earthy violet. So this was definitely not my favorite. So those are my quick thoughts on the Glamorous You collection. Like I said, if you have had a chance to smell or warm the bars, I would love to know your thoughts, or if any of the bars will be club worthy for you. So I am just going to dive in to this overflowing basket of empties. This is my empties for July and August. I usually try to somewhat organize my empties videos, but I think I am just going to pull off the top and show you what I have been enjoying this summer. So first up, off to the side, I have a few non-wax items that I just finished up. This is a fragrance flower in aloe water and cucumber. We were enjoying this in our master bathroom, and I can't remember exactly when I put it in there, but it has definitely lasted a few months, and it is still actually going pretty strong even though it is completely dried up. This was a pretty strong fragrance for the fragrance flower, and it did a really good job in my bathroom, so this would definitely be a repurchase for me. And then some other things that I was just able to finish up today. So again, from our master bathroom, I finished up this hand soap in coconut daiquiri. This was from the summer collection, and I really enjoyed it. I was really trying hard to finish it before the 1st of September, when I am planning on rolling over to all things fall, but I did really enjoy this. This is a nice kind of tropical coconut banana scent. It's really not super sweet, but nice and tropical, perfect for the summer. I really enjoyed it. And this is not Scentsy, but I thought it complemented the coconut daiquiri soap well. This is from Bath & Body Works. This is watermelon lemonade. I actually had these 2 bottles next to each other in my bathroom and thought that they looked really cute together, so I kind of alternated between those. And then just today we finished a body wash in Piña Colada Cha Cha. I think that this was from the Mother's Day collection last year, if I'm not mistaken, so I've been meaning to finish it up. This is a very tropical pineapple coconut scent, a little sweeter than the coconut daiquiri, but we really did enjoy it for the summer. Very, very summery. All right, and then since I'm just going to be pulling off of the top, this is actually going to go backwards in time with the most recently finished up things first. So let me show you what I just put in my warmers today. In my bedroom and in our bathrooms, I finished this old bar of Quiet Grove. I hope that you were able to try this when it came back in the Bring Back My Bar a few rounds ago. This is one of my very favorite kind of fresh scents for the fall. It is like a perfect, fresh, clean fall bathroom scent. I love that. It's in my club and will definitely stay there for a while. In my open concept, I actually went through a bar of honey pear cider. This was a heartbreak for a lot of people because it didn't make it back in this fall winter catalog. I love this as kind of an early fall scent, and I just couldn't help myself today. I'd been warming some apple scents and decided to go with honey pear cider just to get a little bit more of that fall fix. This smells like a very nice pear cider. There are some really pleasant kind of fall spices. It's not too heavy though, so this is nice to kind of dip your toes into fall scents. I hope that we will see this one come back. I'm sure we will see it voted back in and Bring Back My Bar because I know it is very popular. I also finished a bar of vanilla blackberry. I actually used this in my bedroom. This was the scent of the month. And this is actually a really nice scent. There's something about it that reminds me of the Alice in Wonderland scent. When I first got these bars, I was having really poor performance issues with them. It didn't do well for me at all in my open concept, but letting the bars sit for a few weeks and then trying them again in my bedroom, I think did make a pretty big difference. So it did well for me in my bedroom. I also warmed this in my office, so I'd say in a smaller space this did really well and was really pleasant. And then I also finished a bar of Harbor's Edge. This is another one that is in my club. It was a scent of the month several years ago, and this is another really nice one I think for the end of summer. It was an August scent of the month I think, so I just always associate this scent with August. I really like it. I went through a bar of peach nectar, so I was kind of trying to go through some peach scents here at the end of August and really enjoyed this one in my kitchen. While I was warming that one in my kitchen, I finished this bar of Berry Blessed in my front room and living room. This scent smells very peachy to me. I know it's not really listed in the scent description, but I get a really nice combination of peach and berries. And this actually came out with the holiday collection last year. It's back for the fall winter catalog. It just smells very springy, summery to me. So I actually held on to that bar to finish it this summer, and it was a pretty good performer. I finished a bar of We're All Mad here. This is a very bright, fizzy berry scent. I really like this one in my office. It kind of energizes me, it helps me do my work. And then I finished a bar of Apple Press. So this is one of my all-time favorite scents, especially as we transition into the fall. Oh, this is such a fresh, juicy apple scent, but there are some really pretty fall spices just in the background. Again, this is a really nice one just to kind of dip your toes in the fall scents. I hope that we will see this one come back in and bring back my bar one day. Here's another bar of Vanilla Blackberry. Again, I was enjoying this one up in my bedroom and office. I finished a bar of Scarlet Sunflower. This is a new release for the fall winter and I love it. This was kind of a surprise hit to me. It is a little on the lighter side, and I did warm this first in my open concept. I wasn't too blown away with it there, but then I put it down in our family room, and I think that's just a little bit smaller room to really make this scent shine a little bit better, but it did really well there. It just smelled kind of like a fresh, fruity background fall air scent, very fresh and clean, and I really like this. This will definitely be a repurchase for me. And then I actually went through my second bar that came in my whiff box, so I finished that one in my bedroom and in my office, and again loved it. I also finished a bar of the Genie scent, 3 Wishes. This reminds me a lot of Berry Bright. A lot of people have said it smells like Blueberry Rush to them too, but a very kind of sweet, almost like blueberry cotton candy scent. This was a pretty good performer for me. I finished a bar of Luna in my bedroom. This is just a classic Scentsy scent. I love it in my bedroom, very kind of light and sweet and perfumey. Definitely one of my favorites. I also finished a bar of Fiji Flower in my bedroom. I love Fiji Flower in the laundry products. I love to wash my sheets in it, so this definitely smells like kind of a fresh apple florally laundry scent to me, and I really like it. I hope that we'll see the laundry line return next spring and summer. I finished a bar of Johnny Appleseed. So again, when I was just really wanting to transition over to fall scents, I reached for Johnny Appleseed, and this is just a very nice, straightforward, fresh, clean, juicy apple scent. Can't go wrong there. Let's see. Oh, I used a scent pack in Cloudberry Dreams when I went on a quick trip to Tennessee to visit my Nana. I put this in my backpack and it kept all of my clothes smelling very nice and clean. So I really enjoyed that. That was a pretty strong scent pack too. So I have these 2 bars from the Moment by Moment wax collection. I actually didn't finish these bars. I gave them to my parents because they tend to like more of the laundry scent scents than I do. I'm not usually a huge fan of the laundry scents, and both of these scents really did smell kind of like nice perfumey laundry scents. So I gave them to my parents to finish, and then they gave me the clamshells back. So I was happy that they were able to enjoy those. And then here's another bar of vanilla blackberry. Again, I was really enjoying warming this in my bedroom and was glad that it did a little bit better for me there than in my open concept. I went through a bar of juicy apple raspberry. This was from the Mix It collection that I believe was released last year. I actually had this in my club for a hot minute, but took it out just because I have a lot of those kind of bright, sweet berry scents in my club. I did enjoy this one. I love it in my open concept space. It does really well the first day and then kind of fizzles out after that. So I have a few more of those in my collection. I also went through a bar of watermelon tangerine. So we're getting back into the more summery scents. This is one that I really enjoy in my bedroom. This is a very kind of perfumey, sweet, sophisticated watermelon scent to me. I do really enjoy that one in my bedroom. I also finished a bar of lemon sorbet. I'm sure I used this one in my kitchen. It's one of my all-time favorites for the kitchen. It did go in my Scentsy club. I finished this bar of First Kiss fireworks. This was from the Find Your Happy collection that came out last year. This was kind of a dud for me. It is very, very soft, almost like non-scented in the warmers. I really did like the packaging though, and I think I finished this one around the 4th of July. I went through a scent circle in Summer Holiday in my car, one of my very favorite scents of all time for my car. I really hope they bring that back next year. I went through my little sample of cashmere and corduroy. This is from the Whiff Box. I warmed this in my office, and this was a really good performer. This is actually much stronger than I thought it would be. Being cashmere and corduroy, I thought it would be kind of one of the softer scents, and it is a softer scent, but it was pretty strong in intensity, and it was actually really enjoyable. Another little sample, I went through Scary Good. This is the scent of the month for September, and I love it. I warmed this in my office, and my husband did not like it. He is not ready for the fall scents, and when I had this going in my office, as soon as he walked in, he could smell this and kind of called me out on it, but I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to warm some bars of Scary Good as the weather gets a little cooler. We also finished a body wash in Blue Grotto. I picked up several of these when it was available in a clearance section update. I really like Blue Grotto. My husband really enjoyed this too, so we enjoyed that. Back in July, I went through a bar of Blue Raspberry Ice. This is one of my favorite summertime scents, especially around the 4th of July, and this one will be coming back in the upcoming Bring Back My Bar, so I took that out of my club temporarily. I also went through an old bar of Summer Rain, so I have a few bars of this left from when it was a scent of the month, and to be honest, I'm just trying to get through these. This isn't my favorite scent. There is a very kind of sharp ozone note in here that just doesn't quite jive with my nose. I warmed this in my bathroom, but again, I'm just kind of trying to get through those bars. Also from the Moment by Moment collection, I finished Down the Aisle. So I did really like this scent. This was also very, very light. But I thought that this one would be a really nice option for a guest room if you were having people stay with you who might be kind of sensitive to scents, just because this was very light and kind of fresh and pleasant. So I also really liked the color. It was this kind of light teal, even lighter than that. So it was very pretty. I might pick up a few more of these just to have on hand, you know, if we ever have company over again, because I thought that would be really nice in a guest room. Here's another bar of Blue Raspberry Ice. I also went through a bar of Appealing Apple. I really like this apple scent. This is kind of a perfumey apple. It's very, very sweet and really, really pleasant. This is in my Scentsy club. I went through one of my favorites for the summertime, Berry Fairy Tale. This is no longer available, but it is in my Scentsy club. It's just a very kind of sweet berry scent. but there's a little twist of pineapple in here, and I think that's why I like that one. Here's another little sample of vanilla blackberry. So this was from a whiff box. This little sample actually did really well for me performance-wise. That's why I was a little shocked when my bars weren't quite as strong as that sample that I'd gotten. I went through a bar of Berry Bright. I really enjoyed this one. This went into my Scentsy Club at the end of the spring summer catalog. Again, this is kind of a sweet blue raspberry, blueberry, cotton candy type scent. So very similar in my opinion to the Three Wishes Genie scent, but I might like this one a little bit more. I went through blue agave and melon. So this was from the summer collection. And this is very bright and fruity. You get a lot of a very kind of tart melon from that, so that was really enjoyable. I finished a little tub of washer whiffs in Fiji flowers. So this was part of the summer collection, and I have about half of my laundry liquid still left, and then my other little tub of washer whiffs. I love this scent. Like I said, I hope they bring this laundry line back because it is definitely one of my all-time favorites. My husband went through a blue grotto scent circle in his car. He really enjoyed that. And then we pulled these both out of his car. So a scent pack in sea salt and avocado. He really enjoys that scent. And then a scent pack in sheer leather. Another really great scent for the car that I hope they'll bring back next spring, summer. He also went through a palm trees and ocean breeze scent circle. He really enjoyed that. And this is another one that I hope we will see back next spring, summer. I went through an aloe vera and ivy bar in our bedroom. I love this scent. It's a very kind of green, underripe, perfumey watermelon scent. I really enjoyed it. My husband wasn't as much of a fan, but I did put that one in my Scentsy Club. Another blue raspberry ice. I was trying to get through some of these in the month of July just because I have a lot in my collection. And then we finished a bar of Rockin' Ruby Raz around the 4th of July. This is a very bright, fruity, kind of berry fruit punch scent. It was really pleasant and fun for the summer. And then last but not least, I did enjoy an old car bar in coconut cotton. So I think that I picked this up in a flash sale several years ago. I was worried that it might lose some of its fragrance, so I decided to just go ahead and enjoy it. It was really nice in the car, a really pleasant scent. So that is everything that I have been enjoying over the past few months. I would love to know what you have been reaching for over the past little while, especially as we're getting ready to transition to a new season. I hope that everyone is staying safe, especially with these big storms and wildfires. So I'm definitely keeping you in my thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.